What's up, guys? Champ here, back with some more Fortnite gameplay. Today what I got for you guys, a crazy run. I'm talking 1 versus 20 run. It happens right after this little mishap I got right here. I'm not going to lie, I made it to the circle a little late in this game. Did not get involved in much of the action. My team got completely destroyed. As you can see, there's only 3 of us left versus 21 right now. And those other 2 guys are not going to last very long. This is my buddy Jay. I was in game with him, in party with him, so I immediately went to spectating him right after I died. Normally I would stop and just stop watching it, stop recording, but for some reason I kept it recorded, and I'm glad I did, because he has one of the best 1v20s, 2v20, what is this, 3v20 right now. But I'm telling you, his 2 teammates, they're not there. They're not helping. He is going to pretty much take out all 20 of these people. You guys are going to enjoy this gameplay. It's going to be a crazy gameplay. Not something that happens very often. When you're 1 versus 20 in this game, man, you're in trouble. If you look at the count right now, you can see they're down to only 2 people versus 19. I'm pretty sure that he was 2 versus 19 from the very start when you saw this clip start. I think his buddy was, or the other guy was just downed already. He's going to be the only one getting any kills. I'm pretty sure his other teammate is just at the bottom of the base somewhere, camping, hiding. I don't know what he's doing, because he's not doing much. You know how it gets at the end of these 50 versus 50 gameplays. The other team, they're not really paying attention. They're playing around. They're building. You finally have a chance to build without worried about getting shot in the back. So everybody's building ramps. They're going up in the air. They're doing all types of craziness, using the jump pads all over the place. So Jay here is going to start picking them off, and a lot of people do finally catch on to where he is, but he has himself a nice little layered base right here where it's, you know, kind of like 3 layers. So he keeps building, keeps rebuilding, and he kind of just like hides himself in the maze and takes out a ton of people right here, because you could hear that the person's near you, but when there's this much structures around, it's not so easy to just figure out where they're at. And that's the problem the enemy runs in. Plus Jay is just really on point right here, taking everybody out with his shotgun, but mostly with the SCAR. You're going to see that he pretty much kills everybody with the SCAR. He pulls the shotgun out to finish a couple people, but for the majority of these kills, it's all going to be the SCAR. If you guys looked up at the beginning, you would have noticed he had 0 kills to start this whole thing. The timing could not have been any better. I got hit with that impulse grenade. Really couldn't counter that too well, especially in the 20 versus 4 scenario. Guy snuck up on me, impulse grenade. That really doesn't happen to me that often, so that person obviously plays this game a good amount. Had some pretty good awareness to throw that impulse grenade. I don't even use the impulse grenades, to tell you the truth. I know you could launch yourself. I'm still getting better at this game, still getting my building down, so I ain't gonna be trying to get too tricky just yet. But I will say I switched to Builder Pro, and I have gotten 10 times better in the last week than I ever was at this game. You guys are gonna be able to definitely tell when I show you guys my next gameplays. You're gonna see how much better of a builder and just a player altogether I am, because when you don't have to worry about the building part and that just comes naturally, which is what Builder Pro will do for you, the rest of the game gets a lot easier. There's less thinking involved. You're just playing, you're just going through the motions, kind of like how Call of Duty was for me. And it's just a lot easier that way when you're not sitting there thinking about toggling through which piece you're going to build and this and that. Then you could concentrate on shooting your targets and hitting them. You'll notice the game will get 10 times easier after you make that switch. After about 1 or 2 days only, that's all it took. It's that much easier to use, that's why. Toggling through things, it's just not easy. I'll get into that in a whole nother video. I'm not going to concentrate on that too much, but if you hadn't made that move yet, definitely make that move. I don't know what this John Wick right here was doing. He was just kind of concentrating, looking one way. See, that's the problem. When he was on one side, he probably heard him over here, then he jumped over top of him. Next thing you know, it was on the other side. That's the good thing about having all these layers right now. Having all these layers, he could hear you kind of where you're coming from, but he doesn't know if you're on the top, the bottom, you know. It's still kind of hard to determine where you are when there's this much build going on right here. As you can see right now, Jay's got about 6 kills. He's gonna get tons more. This is just the start of this run. I'm telling you guys, this went on for like an 8-minute run right here, just him versus everybody. You can see right now it's 1 versus 10, and if you look back, you'll notice that the other guy didn't even get any kills. This has been him the whole entire time. He's done that a couple times. He's knocked people off the ramps a couple times for some kills. He put a bunch of traps down, which was very smart. He had tons of traps. Once you start killing people at the end of this game, you have so much loot on you because the loot just keeps transferring over. There is loot piles all over the place at the end of these 50 versus 50s, which is a lot of fun. So even if you're late to the game, if you don't think you have the right guns for the battle, that's not something you have to worry about. All you need to do is make sure you got a couple heals, some shields, and a couple shotguns. That's really all you need for these 50 versus 50s. I found that, you know, sniping's fun if you want to stay really far back the whole time, but I can't do that. There's not a single game in the world that I could play like that. And so I'm always going to push forward, so there's really no point having a sniper. A rocket launcher is key. Grenade launcher. If you get your hands on a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher like you saw at the beginning clip, my intro clip of this gameplay, you could do some serious damage. A lot of the times there's so much gunshots going on, people don't automatically turn to where the gunshots are coming from. They're not paying as much attention, and you could just take people out while they're just hanging out, all trying to get a care package. There's just a lot of situations where you'll see like 5 to 6 people just all grouped up, hanging out together, and you get to take them all out if you have a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher. As you can see right there, he's hitting the ramps off on people again. That's an easy way to get a kill. Once they're built up so high, this is Tilted Towers. This whole entire gunfight took place at Tilted Towers. And once you're this high up at Tilted Towers, you knock someone off one of these barriers, even like right now, if someone wanted to shoot at the barrier below him, he would fall to his death immediately. He's so high up, that would be an instant death right there. You're actually going to see he's going to start shooting his barrier a couple times right there. So which means that barrier was actually almost pretty weak. If someone decided to shoot at that right there, they could have killed him. But you gotta take some risk. The good thing about this gameplay, the part about it that I really like, he's not just hanging out camping the whole time. He is looking for his opportunities to take his gunfights and to pick people off before they get up to the top on him. If he just let everybody come up to him first, then he's going to get killed a lot easier, because then he'll just be overwhelmed. Like 4 or 5 people up there with shotguns right next to him, they're going to be able to take him out. Another good thing he's doing, that he's doing really well, is he's picking his spots. He's only shooting a couple people from one spot, then he's moving about like you see him doing right here, right now. He's rebuilding a lot of things, so he's keeping his barriers up. That was kind of a crazy move right there. But you know, he's a good player. He's a good builder. He knows what he's doing in this game. He actually gets a little bit crazy right here, but the storm is getting crazy on him. The storm is actually going to take out a couple people. He's now in a 1v2 situation. You guys saw how many people he had to kill to get to this. He's in a 1v2 situation. That guy got really lucky that he was able to fall on his ramp right there and to fall on another ramp. I don't know how he just fell from that high and didn't kill himself. He must have had a lot of health left. This guy gets off a lucky rocket at him, and they take him out at the end of the game with 2 people left only. And here they are. They're about to start dancing like they did something great. But really, you guys almost got smoked by one person. He killed 13 people. It was basically a 1v20. I'm telling you, that other guy died. I know it started off a 1v3 or 3 versus 20. But that's because that one guy was basically dead right off the bat, and his teammate hid the whole time, did not get any kills. The only other kills I believe that he got help with was the storm there at the end. But that was one of the greatest clutches I've ever seen in this game. 1v20, you can only get that in this 50 versus 50 game mode. 50 versus 50, you really can't beat it. Look at my new building, the Builder Pro right here. I am 10 times better of a builder right now. This has only been a week. You can see the difference. You can see it so much if you look right here and you look at my last gameplay. Like, I'm already 10 times better. I'm dodging things. I'm throwing up walls. I'm throwing up ceilings, ramps. Now I just got to get my headshot game down. But it's getting there, because I got pretty good aim in this game. So I just got to realize when to aim in and when not to aim in with these shotguns. A lot of times I aim in a lot because that's the only time I get really good damage with these shotguns, is when I aim in, or if I'm jump shotting. If I'm in the air, you do still get pretty good damage with these shotguns. So at the end of this game, I'm just going to show you some clips for the 50 versus 50. Just a couple plays where I really killed a lot of people at once, or just made some decent building attempts. I got tons of nasty 50 versus 50 games that I got to bring you. 9 kill games, 8 kill games. I was not able to get a double-digit kill game. I'm not going to lie. In this 50 versus 50, I found it to be a little bit tough to get double digits because it's like you had to find a nice medium. If you went right into the enemy, then you're fighting 1 versus 50, and that didn't work out too well. But if you stayed back, then you missed all the action. So you had to find a nice little medium where you kind of hung around your teammates, but not right next to them, and still was able to get all the kills before they were. And some of those 9-kill games, I had about 7, 8 assists. So they could have easily been like 15, 16 kill games. I just got my kills taken way too many times. But I hope you guys like these gameplays. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to get much better at Fortnite. You see how good I got at Black Ops 3. I am going to be that good at Fortnite. I'm not that good yet, but switching to Builder Pro definitely is going to help me. Right here is a funny moment. Me and my boy were just trying to revive ourselves, trying to get a little more help than us, and they just kept opening the door, and what we just kept laying them down. They shouldn't have come at us like that, you know what I mean? Leave it alone. Just let us be. We ain't messing with you. Just let us be. No, obviously that's not how it is. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple more jump pad kills to end this game, and then that's pretty much it. I think I might leave you guys with one clutch that I tried to pull off at the end of the game. I think I'm on like a 1 versus 20 scenario myself. I get a couple kills, but definitely don't do as good as my buddy Jay there. Not that 13 kill game right at 1 versus 20, man. That's so crazy. He got 13 kills in a 1v20 situation where they all get to revive each other. You guys got to remember that. Like, it's 1 versus 20, so now they could revive each other. They don't have to worry about someone else coming to pick them off while they're reviving. I'm sure he knocked so many more people than 13. They just got revived, and in the end there was only 2, and you could see that one of those guys was not even that good. The guy dancing at the end, he just got lucky with that rocket. Had they not hit him with that lucky rocket shot, I think he was about to clutch that off, and that would have been the best clutch that I've seen on YouTube by one person. I've seen some pretty good 2-man clutches, but by one person I have not seen anything that really compares to that. Sadly, he wasn't able to clutch it out, but you guys could only imagine. It was right there. Had he had a little more time and the circle not been rolling in on him like it was, he would have been able to stay on the high ground. He would have had a complete advantage on these guys, and he would have taken them out. So I'm going to leave you guys with my little clutch. Here's a little game winner. Look at me finding the little camper at the end of the game. I knew he had to be over here. They're always by the edge of the storm when they're hiding at the end of the game. So I hope you guys like this gameplay. If you do, smash that like button and subscribe to me to see more. This has been Champ at Champ Gaming. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay.